Hello students, welcome to Topper IAS. So as a part of our daily prelim series, today also we will be seeing few of the important news that made headlines in your Hindu newspaper. Okay, so let's see then. So first one is with the title Opposition States to Push for COVID Relief at a GST Meet. So a GST Council meeting, it has been reconvened after a 7-month break. So, GST Council, chaired by Union Finance Minister, reconvenes after a 7th-month break. So, the pandemic has hit economy. So there is a shortfall in the revenues, and states there is a due to be paid to the states with respect to GST compensation. So what state want to put forward in the GST Council is that they want to seek an extension of the compensation due to them under GST regime beyond the original 5 years. So originally compensation was guaranteed for the period of 5 years. They want this to be extended, and also urge center to enhance their borrowing limits to enable them to raise the debt up to 5% of gross GDP. That's what, to meet the health expenditure related COVID related pandemic expenditure, they want center to raise this limit. Okay, these are the two things which they want to. We will keep track of what happened with the what will happen in the GST Council, but this is what the states wanted to do. So few things you should know with respect to GST compensation to States Act 2017. See, actually, this was when the GST was in its formative stage. During the there was a apprehension by the state that there could be a loss of revenue. So such apprehensions were done away by guaranteeing them a compensation if there is a loss of revenue on account of implementation of GST for a transition period of 5 years between 2017 to 2022. So if there is any shortfall in the revenue because of the implementation of GST, center guaranteed that we will be providing a compensation for a period of 5 years. Okay, so how, from where do they get the money? Center, GST compensation fund was established, and cess was levied on certain sin and luxury goods, and that amount would be compensated to states. Okay, and also one more thing with respect to this is this act assumed that GST revenue of the each state would grow at 14% every year. Okay, from the amount that was collected in 2015-16. So this was the assumption. So every year 14% GST revenue will be increasing. So if there is any shortfall in the collection of taxes below this amount in any year, so that shortfall will be compensated by the GST compensation fund through central government. So remember that GST compensation was for a period of 5 years only. So how the cess will be levied on certain goods, and based on the money collected will be given as a compensation to states. Okay, and it assumed that every year there will be revenue growth of 14%. If there is a fall in such revenue growth, so the fall the amount that is shortfall, that amount will be compensated to states. Okay, and again with respect to GST Council, also you should know GST Council, a constitutional body under Article 279A of the Constitution. Okay, so it is a joint forum for center and states related to GST taxation issues and all. So who are all its members? So Union Finance Minister will be its chairperson. Then Union Minister of State in charge of Revenue, Minister of Finance will be a member of it, and Minister in charge of Finance or Taxation or any other minister nominated by each state will be the members of the GST Council. Okay, this thing you should remember. Sometimes questions can be asked straight away, factual question. Then we will see next one with respect to government to provide monetary assistance through DBT under midday meal scheme. So after last year pandemic hit, government had come out with Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana, Garib Kalyana Anna Yojana. So that was to provide free of cost food grains at 5 kg per person per month to nearly 80 crore beneficiaries. Okay, so this was the scheme that they had come out with. And what now they are doing is the pandemic has continuing hit by the second wave. So now there is a proposal by Ministry of Education that the monetary assistance will be provided to 11.8 crore students through DBT, direct benefit transfer. So this will be a one-time special measure. Okay, this one-time welfare measure that will benefit around 11 crore children studying between class 1 to class 8. Okay, so why do we need to provide to this will help them meet their nutritional levels and all those things, protect them their immunity during the challenging pandemic times. So this was taken from your PIB. And then there is another news. IT rules have been in headlines for a week now. It has been in the news for 2 weeks, for last 1 week, because the 3 months period was given, that was over. That's why. So what the heading is: submit compliance reports within 15 days. Okay. So IT, Information and Broadcasting Ministry, on Thursday asked digital media platforms to submit their compliance reports as per the new intermediary rules under IT Act within 15 days. Okay. You should submit your compliance report and also set up 3-tier grievance redressal mechanism to deal with the complaints about the content. Okay. So do this within 15 days. And these rules were, with the title, were notified on February 25. So that is IT, Information Technology Intermediary Guidelines and Digital Media Ethics Code Rules 2021. Okay, these rules for the first time brought digital media platforms under government monitoring. Okay, and it also gives emergency power to the ministry to block the content. So with that, we have already made the analysis in detail. Why, what was the necessity of bringing in social media platforms under regulation. So we have made a complete analysis of this with in our mains focus series. So please watch that video also. Okay, social media regulation, to watch that. And related to same IT rules, we have WhatsApp has moved to Delhi High Court against India's new IT rules. So as a part of guidelines, a government rule says that you have to identify the originator of the messages. Okay, because this will be help in control the spread of fake news. Okay, so what WhatsApp said is tracing charts is equal to asking us to keep a fingerprint of every single message sent on WhatsApp, and this would break the end-to-end encryption and will ultimately undermine right to privacy, which is guaranteed by the Constitution, is what WhatsApp has. So on that basis, it has filed a case in Delhi High Court with respect to India's new IT rules. Okay, keep track of the cases. So we will also keep track. You too also, while reading newspaper, keep these things in mind. Okay. So there is one MCQ. Justice case Puttaswamy versus Union of India case is known for its verdict related to. So one is with respect to basic structure of the Constitution, another with respect to right to privacy. So the next one is with respect to EWS category reservation, another with respect to citizenship. So what is the answer? So comment your answer in the comment section. Okay. So that's it for today. You can also download the PDF of these documents from Topper IAS app that is available. So thanks for listening. Thank you.